Welcome back to the Express in downtown Vancouver. It's Halloween season, one of my favorite times of year. And last weekend, I scared myself silly at the Dunbar Haunted House. It has a new location this year, but it's still a fundraiser, and I think it's scarier than ever. And we're also visiting another famous haunted attraction on today's road trip to Chilliwack. And I tell you, if you love Halloween, then Reapers is worth the drive and worth the dare.
Travel along with us on the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip as we explore the many marvelous attractions and activities of beautiful British Columbia.
I get a lot of joy in seeing, I won't say seeing people getting scared, but seeing people having a good time.
Watch if you dare. On this episode of Road Trip, we're visiting Reaper's Haunted Attraction. Situated along a dark stretch of rural road in Chilliwack, Reaper's has been seizing souls since the year 2000, but much has shape-shifted since then.
It started in humble beginnings with a bunch of plastic and a bunch of plastic props to growing into a full production, I'd say equivalent to anything you're going to find in Disney or anywhere else, quality attraction.
More than just a haunted house, Reapers make sure there is something for everyone during the Halloween season.
Petey's Pumpkin Patch is fast becoming one of the must-do things in the valley. From 11 o'clock to 4 o'clock daily, Petey's Pumpkin Patch is made up of the Family Fun Zones, which has lots of interaction in it with bounce castles and games and hay bale, different things to do.
If the Family Fun Zone is a tad too much fun for your taste, slow that heartbeat down during a ride to the 2-acre pumpkin patch.
This year we have a brand new ride, which is the hay wagon ride. Welcome aboard.
Thank you, sir. All right.
We go through so people don't have to pull the vines or get, dirty and muddy. Well, they get dirty. It's a pumpkin patch, but break the stem.
And if the hayride is too tame for your terror tastes, you can monster mash over to the crossover attraction.
Maze of Terror by night and just a fun challenge maze by daytime. Not a corn maze, I should make that clear. It's not a corn maze. But by nighttime, we have a policy. There's nothing. It's totally family friendly from 11 to 4. But starting at 4 o'clock, you better be thinking about leaving the property if you don't want to be scared.
And so we dare and enter the main event, the haunted attraction.
Some people take their time going through, and some people go through as fast as they possibly can, which I don't quite ever understand why they do that. And a lot of them go through like this. I don't quite understand that either.
I live my life alone in solitude to serve my master. It is the will of my Lord Master that I take souls for him. I feed his armies on blood.
If you're a fan of haunted houses, one thing you'll find is totally different with our haunted attraction is we don't push people through. We time our victims as they go through so that you have a pause between groups so that you're getting the scare you deserve. It's well done, great scene setting, and very scary. Depending on where you are in your head when you come here, we have had people leave here with, let's say, maybe needing depends.
So enter if you dare and become one of the tens of thousands of victims who have haunted these halls.
Halloween is becoming a big business and industry, and the biggest reason is us big children. We like to dress up, and when we're dressed up, you get to live vicariously through your costume, and it's an escape, I think, for a lot of people. if you're looking for something to do in the area, and if you're traveling through the area, stop by and have a look at the farm. It's a very cool place. We're developing this pioneer village type area, and it's just a fun thing to come and visit.
For the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip, I'm Tiffany Gurden.
Entertaining and informative, the Quality Assured Collision Road Trip. Weekends on Shaw TV. Always something new and exciting.
To find out how you can become a victim yourself at Reapers, their website is reapers.ca. And they may be able to boast being one of the scariest spots in the Lower Mainland, but see if you could name this next destination. It boasts having the first university, the first cathedral, and the first castle in the Americas. It's also a hot spot for scuba diving, and you can find out where on today's escapes.ca destinations.
Escapes.ca Destinations is sponsored in part by SunQuest Vacations.
Want to go on an adventure? Let me take you there. I'll give you an insider's look on where to eat, play, and stay from the expats and the experts. All this without ever leaving our own backyard. Your best tour guide is within reach. I'm Mona Mansour, and this is Escapes.ca Destinations. The beautiful sandy beaches and clear blue waters of the Dominican Republic has attracted many travelers to explore its tropical terrain, including Surrey couple Mike Anderson and Tanis Longman last spring. This is one vacation they likely won't ever forget.
Mike, Tanis, why did you guys decide to go to the Dominican Republic for your vacation?
We heard that Dominican was a really great place to go. We're looking for somewhere warm and sunny to go to for spring break.
There's a lot of places that you guys can go to in spring break, more of the traditional places like Mexico or Hawaii, but you guys wanted to do something a little bit off the beaten track.
Yeah, we wanted to go somewhere a little more untraditional. We heard that it's really growing in popularity, so we figured we'd try it out. Our favorite thing to do was scuba diving and snorkeling.
What kind of things did you guys see when you guys were down there?
Lots of fish and coral and all kinds of underwater life. It was really fun.
Something very, very big happened there. Do you guys want to tell us the story?
Yeah, well, while we were there, Mike proposed to me.
Oh, that's great.
So it's definitely a trip that we'll never forget.
What would you like to tell our viewers at home that are thinking about going but aren't really quite sure yet?
Well, if you're looking for a great tropical place to go to, the beaches are beautiful, it's sunny every day, and you've got to try the water sports.
After my visit with Mike and Tanis, I need to learn how to do all that snorkeling and scuba diving they did on their trip to the Dominican Republic. So I've come here to South Surrey to Ocean Pro Divers, a premier diving instruction facility that's been around for over 20 years, to get my instruction on tropical scuba diving.
Ocean Pro Divers is a PADI 5-star instructor development center. They offer scuba lessons, local and international diving adventures, and a full range of scuba gear.
We're going to go over all the essential skills that you need for your lesson.
Out of the water, Ashley first taught me the basics of scuba diving, including breathing techniques and the all-important hand signals.
So another sign is go up. Not, I'm having a good time, this is awesome.
Okay.
With any tropical water scuba class, the first lesson is always done in a pool, rather than open water, to get students comfortable.
So the wetsuits that we're wearing today are the same wetsuits that you would wear when you go to a tropical destination and go diving.
Awesome.
Time to get the scuba equipment ready. Ashley walked me through how to properly gear up before taking the plunge.
And then you want to hand tighten it in. If I give you this sign underwater, I'm asking how much pressure do you have in your tank, right? So if you want to give me 3,000, you just take 3 fingers and put it up against your wetsuit on your shoulder.
Although a bit challenging at first, before I knew it, I was able to completely glide underwater with ease. Victory for my first scuba diving lesson.
Thank you, Ashley. That was such a great lesson.
You're welcome.
I mean, scuba diving is a lot of fun, but it also takes a lot of practice. And for all of our viewers at home who want to travel to the tropics, is there some things that they should keep in mind?
Yeah, I recommend that they do get certified in where they come from, so at home. That way they don't have to spend their vacation time studying their books and practicing. They can just go straight out and enjoy the ocean marine life.
That's awesome. Thank you so much to you and Ocean Pro Divers.
Now for your travel tip of the week.
For the best beaches in the Dominican, we recommend Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic, which is known for its beautiful white sand beaches and crystal clear blue waters.
Escapes.ca Destinations was sponsored in part by SunQuest Vacations.
The website is oceanprodivers.com, and they offer scuba diving and snorkeling lessons all year long. So it's a logical spot to visit before you go on your next Caribbean adventure to the Dominican Republic, or to visit just so you feel like you're on one. You're watching The Express, and this is what's up next.
I know I want free range. Actually, I think I want
After the
free
break.
run. No.
Good for you, good for the earth.
Do you ever wish you knew if any of these labels meant anything at all?
A tribute to the music and magic of ABBA. The Express, we are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
Hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by The Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
Welcome back to The Express in downtown Vancouver. I'm Johanna Ward. The green scene is huge here on the West Coast, whether we're talking about eating organically, free-range farming, composting, or recycling. Today on Good for You, Good for the Earth, Shaw's resident dietitian takes us to Richmond's Rabbit River Egg Farm, where they really do put the chicken before the egg.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, Good for You, Good for our Earth, is brought to you by Farm Folk City Folk.
Hi, I'm Lori, and I'm here to share with you my passion for nutritious food and sustainable living. I think I spend more time shopping for my eggs than I do for anything else. I know I want free range. Actually, I think I want free run. No, are brown eggs more nutritious than white? Organic sounds pretty good, and I know this one's SPCA certified, but do you ever wish you knew if any of these labels meant anything at all? Today we're at Rabbit River Farms, and we're talking to Steve Easterbrook about chickens and eggs. Steve, these are chickens, they're not rabbits. Why Rabbit River?
Well, our name Rabbit River is kind of a play on words. My last name's Easterbrook, so all through my childhood I'd get called names like Easter Bunny, Rabbit River, Christmas Creek. We're right on the Fraser River, so we kind of brainstormed for a while with the childhood nicknames and the Fraser River, and we came up with Rabbit River. So basically the chickens wake up at about 5 a.m. They go for water, they go for feed, then they're ready to lay their eggs, and they lay eggs for about 4 hours before everybody's finished, and then we open our pop holes and let them go outside and play.
So Steve, this is where the free run or the free range chickens come?
This is considered free range. As you can see, there's a lot of pasture out here, and the chickens are able to run outside in natural daylight, experience their natural behaviors. All the principles of organics call for humane animal treatment, but we became SPCA certified in 2002.
For Shaw TV, I'm Lori, and this has been Good for You and Good for our Earth. Wow, these are really enthusiastic chickens.
FarmFolkCityFolk.ca, Good for You, Good for our Earth, has been brought to you by Farm Folk City Folk.
For some inventive egg recipes, you can go online to eggs.ca. You can also send us an email, theexpress@shaw.ca, because I bet Lori has a few tasty recipes up her sleeve as well. You're watching The Express, and it's time now for our spotlight on local events. Fort Langley's past is depicted at night by their expert storytellers who weave you through the village and the Hudson's Bay Company Fort. Pretty spooky. Celebrate 25 years at the Dr. Sun Yat-sen Chinese Classical Garden. You can check their website for special events. The Luke 15 House offers a residential recovery program advocating total abstinence from drugs and alcohol. The fundraiser takes place at Grace Point Community Church in Surrey. We'd love to hear what you think of the show. You can find us on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, and you can send us story ideas to theexpress@shaw.ca. That's it for today's show. I'm Johanna Ward, and on behalf of all of us on The Express, thanks so much for watching. We're going to leave you with a tribute to the music of ABBA, and we'll see you next time.
Young and sweet, only 17. Waterloo, promise to be that you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love me forever.